Hey everyone, it's Bradley Bush with another algebra video for you. Thanks for coming to my channel. Hope you enjoyed. If you do, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, or leave a comment. Today we're talking about linear equations. What is a linear equation? Well, a linear equation in one variable is an equation with numbers in a variable, and it fits this specific form. Ax plus b equals 0, and a cannot be equal to 0. Because otherwise we just have a constant, just the b. So any number x, any real number x that makes this equation true is called a solution. An example of a linear equation could be 3x plus 4 equals 0, or 3x plus 4 equals 12, or 3x plus 4 equals 5 times the quantity 3x minus 2 plus 6. All of those have numbers, they have an equal sign, and they have a variable x. Something that's important is that it's linear because the exponent on the x is 1. Notice in all of these, the exponent on the x is 1. So if the exponent on the variable is anything besides 1, it's not linear. So how do we solve a linear equation? Well, we just use the rules of algebra and we isolate the variable. So in other words, we take the variable to one side of the equation and then we take all the numbers to the other side of the equation. And if we cannot do this, if we can't solve the system, we say that the solution is the empty set, and we use this symbol at 0 with a line, a diagonal line slashed through it to represent the empty set. Let's do some examples. Here we have example A. It is 2x plus 3 equals 17. And we're told or asked to solve this linear equation. If we're going to do this, we need to isolate the variable, right? The variable is in the 2x term. So what we'll do is we'll start by subtracting 3 from both sides. That gives us what? 2x on the left, the 3's cancel, and 17 minus 3 is 14. Now we need to get x by itself, and it has a 2 multiplied by it, so we divide away. We do the opposite. We're going to divide 2 on both sides, and the 2's cancel, and we are left with what? X equals 14 over 2, which is 7. Now 7 is our answer. We won't check all of these, but the way you could check it is you could plug it back in to the original. I'll do that once. So if we checked x equals 7, our original problem is 2x plus 3 equals 17. And we say that the number that goes in place of the x that gets multiplied by 2 and then you add 13 has got to be 7 to make the statement true, meaning everything on the left has to equal 17 because the right equals 17, the right side of the equation. So 2 times 7 is 14. 14 plus 3, whoops, is not a good 4. 14 plus 3 is 17, and 17 does equal 17. So the number that we solve for, that magical number that made this equation true, meaning the left side equals the right side, is 7. Let's do another problem. B, example B here, we have 7x plus 4 equals x plus 16. So we need to get all of the x's to one side and all the numbers to the other side. So let's start by getting the x's to the left. So I'm going to subtract an x from both sides. That makes the x on the right cancel. And I get 7 minus x, which gives me 6x. And I have a 4 still, and then I have a 16. Well, let's move the 4 to the right. So we subtract 4 from each side. 4 cancels on the left, and I get 16 minus 4, which is 12. And I have 6x. Our last step is we need, I'm going to come up here and finish. So I have 6x equals 12. We need to isolate the x completely, so we need to get the x by itself. So if I divide both sides by 6, I get x equals 12 over 6, which is 2. And we're done. Next example. So each of these examples are getting bigger and bigger. This next example is 3 times the quantity x minus 2, all plus 7. And then on the right side, so that equals 2 times quantity x plus 5. We need to isolate the x, but first we got to get rid of the parentheses. So let's distribute the 3 through on the left and the 2 through on the right. That gives us 3 times x is 3x, 3 times negative 2 is negative 6, and then we have plus 7 equals 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 5 is 10. Let's rewrite that 10. Getting sloppy in my handwriting here, which is not good, right? Negative 6 and positive 1. Sorry, negative 6 and 7 give us positive 1. So really, we have 3x plus 1 on the left and 2x plus 10 on the right. All right. Well, we need to get the, let's take the variables to the left and the numbers to the right. So I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides. 2x cancels on the right, and 3x minus 2x gives us just x. And I have plus 1, and I have 10 on the right. Now, let's come back up and keep going. So I have x plus 1 equals 10. If I subtract 1 on both sides, because again, I'm trying to isolate the variable x, then what happens? I get 10 minus 1, which is 9. And we've solved this linear equation. Let's do another one. How about d? D, again, is even bigger. On the left side, we have 3 times quantity x minus 4 minus 4 times quantity x minus 3. And then we have equals, and the right side is x plus 3 minus quantity x minus 2. So let's do all of the distribution because we've got a lot of it here. The 3 needs to be multiplied in, the negative 4 needs to be multiplied in, and the negative on the right needs to be multiplied through. So 3 times x gives us 3x. 3 and negative 4 give us negative 12. Negative 4 and x give us negative 4x. Negative 4 and negative 3 give us positive 12. The right side we have x plus 3. The minus and the x give us negative x. The minus 2 give us positive 2. Now let's do a little bit of combining. So we have 3x and negative 4x. That gives us negative x. Negative 12 and positive 12. Well, that's nice, right? That just cancels. And the right side, we have x and negative x. That also cancels. And we have 3 and 2, which give us 5. So I have negative x equals 5. Well, let's multiply both sides by negative 1 so that we can get rid of that x. And that gives us x equals negative 5. We're super close. One more problem. So this is example E, and this is the longest of them all. In fact, it's so long, we even incorporate square brackets along with parentheses because there are too many parentheses. So we have 45 minus square bracket. Inside the square bracket, we have 4 minus 2y minus 4 times the quantity y plus 7. That equals, on the right side, we have 4 times the quantity 1 plus 3y minus square bracket 4 minus 3 times quantity y plus 2 minus 2 times quantity 2y minus 5. Wow. Well, let's start with some simplification. Inside the brackets, we have, on the left, we have the 4y, or the 4 needs to be multiplied by the y and by the 7. Let's do that. Let's just take this one at a time. So we have 45 minus bracket 4 minus 2y minus 4 and y give us negative 4y. And negative 4 and 7 give us negative 28. Nice. On the right side, what can we do? Well, let's multiply the 4 through. We can also multiply the negative 3 through inside the bracket, and the negative 2 through inside the bracket. So here we go. Minus 4 and 1 give us negative 4. Negative 4 and 3y give us negative 12y. And we have a minus, and we have a, it's a pretty big minus there. And we have a bracket 4, and then negative 3 and y give us negative 3y. Negative 3 and 2 give us negative 6. Negative 2 and, now we'll multiply the negative 2 through. So we have negative 2 and 2y, which is negative 4y. Negative 2 and negative 5, which is positive 10. And then we end the bracket. So let's do a little cleaning up inside of these brackets. On the left, we have negative 2y, negative 4y, which gives us negative 6y, right? And then we have 4, negative 28, which is negative 24. So down below, we have 45. Oh, we've got a negative outside. You guys see this negative? That needs to be distributed through each of these. But we'll do that in a second. So we have negative bracket, negative 6y minus 24, close bracket. All right, what's going on the right side here? Let's do some more simplifying. We have negative 4, negative 6, and 10. So the negative 4, then 4 and the negative 6 give us negative 2. Negative 2 and 10 give us 8. We have positive 8, and those 3 terms go away. And then we have negative 3y and negative 7y, which give us negative 4y, which gives us negative 7y. All right. So we have writing down the right-hand side, we have negative 4 minus 12y. We've got a negative in a bracket, square bracket, and inside the square bracket we have 8 minus 7y. It's looking a little bit better, right? We need to multiply that negative on the left through and on the right. See what we get. 45. We have a positive 6y and a positive 24. And we have a negative 8, well, negative 4, negative 12y, minus 8, and then a positive 7y. On the right, the negative 4 and the negative 8 is negative 12, and the negative 12y and the positive 7y give us negative 5y. What do we have on the left? We have 6y plus 69. 45 and 24 give us 69. All right, let's get all of the y's on one side. So let's take the 5y on the right, take it to the left. So I add 5y to both sides, and that gives me 11y plus 69 equals negative 12. And let's get the 69 to the other side. So negative 69, subtract 69 on both sides. Cancels on the left, and we have 69 and 12, which is negative 81. So we have 11y equals negative 81, and we're almost done here. Let's divide by 11 on both sides. The 11s cancel in front of the y, and we're left with y equals negative 81 over 11. So that was a little bit longer, but we made it through. Hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.